Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to the Oracle of the Light channel. My name is SP Psychic Medium. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone, for watching right around the world. Of course, today's program is for entertainment purposes only, as you all appreciate. So, we're looking at where on earth is Melania? Where is she gone? Where is she hiding, or where is she? Why is she not around at all? Apparently she's only been around for about 14 days in over 100 days now that Trump has been in the president in the White House. So this I've got a source here of the New York Times. They entitle it actually "A Most Sensitive Subject in the White House. Where is Melania?" And I'll put a link to this article in the description of this video, by the way. But yeah, they talk about how Mrs. Trump has spent fewer than 14 days at the White House since Trump was inaugurated 108 days ago. Apparently, the lights are never seen on, and the shutters are staying shut. And there's a corner of the White House that often is very busy with the First Lady, but is very, very quiet. They're thinking that she can vanish for weeks and weeks on a time, apparently, and they believe that she's residing possibly in Trump Tower, possibly in Mar-a-Lago as well. But she's definitely keeping a low profile. She's definitely, and partly what I'm asking in this is, why is she wanting to keep such a low profile? Of course, don't forget she's just got this big series with Amazon for a 40 million deal for a program about her life. But from what it looks like at the moment, there won't be a lot to fill that series with at the moment. It's looking like there isn't a lot going on, really. She's definitely lying low. She appeared recently in the Capitol to unveil a postage stamp honouring Barbara Bush, and I believe she did appear at that at the ceremony. But that's been a first appearance in a while. That was also as well. It seems that it's a sensitive subject as well about where she actually is in the White House. So like no one is asking really, no one's talking about it, which is quite interesting. Mrs. Jellison said from this article she just kind of liked her own private world, apparently. So what you want to make of that is up to you. It's just really interesting because obviously this first point is this first period of Trump being in the White House is really a significant time, and so it's really interesting to see also how the First Lady conducts herself as well. But obviously she's conducting herself very minimally. So we're going to be using some tarot cards and oracle cards to shine some light and get some insight on this, everyone. The question we're going to be asking is, where has Melania gone and why? Why is she keeping such a low profile? It's really intriguing. It's really interesting. Is it because of some of the policies that her husband is promoting? Is it just, who knows? So let's just see what the cards say anyway. Where's she gone and why is she got such a low profile? Tell us about Melania Trump. We're going to ask these. I've got the cosmic tarot cards I'm asking at the moment to see what the cards say. To shine a bit of light on this. It's very unusual how sort of empty that role has been almost, Very odd. It's not normal, as I say. Normally, First Lady is a role that's a very busy one, going to public functions, going to charity events, lots of different things in the community, and she's just literally sidelined everything and just completely staying away. So what's going on, So let's see what the cards say. Okay, so the Four of Swords upside down, the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Chariot. So interesting. Okay, so where has Melania gone and why? So we can see that this is the swords are all to do with hurt, and when the card's this way around, this is to be looking at hurt. So this is, so I think this, she's aware of the hurt that these policies are creating. Okay, this is upside down. So this isn't looking at hurt. This is almost like being involved in that hurt, and she is part of the regime. She isn't saying she disagrees with these things, so therefore she is part of that machine of the regime creating this hurt on all these people that are now just grabbing people off the streets. It's absolutely horrific what's going on, and she's part of that too, and she's part of that regime, and so she's aware of this hurt though that it's creating. She is aware of it, and I think this is part of the reason why she's keeping a low profile, because she doesn't want to be associated with it almost. So she thinks that by keeping a low profile, she won't be associated with it. But she's married to the top of the tree, if you like. She's got a tie there that you can't really ignore. Also, I feel she's actually wielding that hurt as well. So she's also taking money. She's using money from either her husband or deals that she's made as well. And so she is profiting out of this too, she's, who knows where she is. She may be in Trump Tower, she may be in Mar-a-Lago, but either way, she is living off the wealth that isn't really that honest wealth, if you like, it's wealth that's come out of deals that shouldn't maybe have been done out of corruption. And this is definitely an involvement card. And also the fact it's on the desert shows the harshness of it. Very, very harsh, there's increasingly so, and this is to do with the regime. The regime is recognized by the blanket with the swords on there. And also I think the fact that has a cross on there, you can see that shows how they're almost like, I know they say they're religious, but in actual fact, they're anything but, and they're actually disrespecting that a lot. Look at the recent example of Felon 45 as the AI image of as the Pope. Huge disrespect to religion, okay. He has a Bible out, but he only has that out so he can sell that to schools. Is he really a religious person? I'm not sure, and that's to do with that disrespect to people's religions, to people's humanity, Also, this one, the 10 of Pentacles. This to me, I think this is representative of Melania, I feel, in the sense that she is surrounded by a circle of money around her, and I think that this circle of money around her is all to do with that, that she's got lots of money coming in from lots of different angles, from the deal with Amazon to her husband, to lots of different things. She's got lots of things in lots of pies. She might not be as innocent as she might like to look. I think she likes to appear very innocent, but actually there's a lot more things she's involved with. That when it's investigated will be quite interesting what would come out. I think there's just a sense of more involvement and more fingers in a lot of pies. It's things in a lot of pies that maybe need to be investigated too, And the Four of Cups. So this is to do with being a bit lonesome and on her own. I do think she does. I don't think I'd question the love she has out in her relationship is what I would do with this card. I think she's very much there for herself, and this card shows that, the very person on her own there. She's there for herself and her own needs. She's not there for others' needs. I feel as well that this to do with this. I think this is superficial love. These cups representing superficial love. It's just go, let me get some more money for you. Let me get you some more. That's not money. That's not love. It's just money, and that isn't love. True love doesn't require any money, and you can't buy someone off, but I get this sense of being bought off with this. So I think she is kind of cashing in on it, but I question the amount of real actual love there is there. I'm not sure, because it feels like she feels very alone actually I think there is that sense of isolation, and she is actually isolating herself too, so that there is that there. And also interesting, the last card, we have the Chariot, but upside down. So the Chariot the right way up is often to do with speed and moving forward, but the upside down, you can almost say it's moving backwards. So I get a sense of she's definitely much like frozen at the moment, unsure where to move, unsure where to go. I think she's also, there's this lack of movement around her. There's this lack of moving forward. There's this lack of where's she going to go, you know? There's definitely this sense of she's not just isolating herself, but she's actually, I just don't feel much movement from her in her terms of her life. She's very much frozen in that moment. And yeah, that's very much a either pausing card or going backwards card, even, you know, wanting to reverse things, you know. Quite interesting. Says, I'm going to get a couple of these Oracle of the Light cards out. Now, this is a deck that me and Francesco created. I just want to see what the Oracle of the Light cards say about this as well. So I'm just going to give them a good shuffle. Just give them the cards a good shuffle. We'll see what the Oracle cards say about this too. Let's just give them a good shuffle again. Okay, then, so again, the question: where's Melania gone and why? Definitely keeping a low profile. Doesn't want to be. I think she's definitely afraid of if she puts her head up too much that people should become a target. You know, almost. You know. So we have the upside down bridges and the doorway to your dreams. So first of all, upside down bridges is a very much connection card. This is card. It's often linked to connections with the bridges in it, but upside down again, it's to do with isolation. She's definitely isolating herself. I don't think she wants people to see that she's got the connections that she's got. Okay, because this card, when it's like this, is like connected with the bridges and everything like that. But when it's upside down, it's like saying, no, I've not got those collections. Just don't attribute them to me. I'm not linked to them. Nothing to do with me. You know, I think this is what this is. This card is all about isolation. Okay. And I'm really interested when I saw that upside down end. These clouds almost look like italic writing. So there's something to do with legal documents around her as well. I don't know what this is, but there's something to do with legal writing and documents as well. Also connected to this isolation as well. I don't know what that is, but I'm seeing like an italic almost document sort of thing. I don't know what that is connected to. It might be connected to the Constitution, or even might be connected to some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of like official document anyway, you know. There's some kind of official agreement or document. There's something around this, you know. I'm not quite sure what that is, but I need to give you it. But yeah, this is definitely isolation, more isolation. She's isolating herself purposely. Doorway to your dreams. This is quite interesting because it feels like she's almost shutting the door here. She's almost like she wants to stay just where she is. She doesn't want to go wandering around and looking what there is. She just wants to stay, almost keep me locked away so no one can see me. She doesn't want to be in the light. She's afraid that if she opens that door, people will see her and then connect the dots. There's something to do with connecting the dots around Melania. She doesn't want people to connect the dots. And she doesn't want to be in the limelight as such in that sense. Now, I know she's got this series, but don't forget these can be very edited. They can be very created however they want them to be created. So don't trust in the fact that she's got a series by the fact that she's in the spotlight. It's all how it is done and everything like that. Because I definitely get this sense of her wanting to just get out of there. Just don't have me in front. Don't get me near, you know. Yeah, really quite interesting. So I want to just summarize the reading then for you. Don't forget the question we're asking was this: where has Melania gone and why? So first of all, she's aware of the regime, the harm that it's causing, and she is part of that regime and she knows it. She knows she's part of the regime at the moment, but she's more interested in keeping a low profile so no one sees almost. but she's still got, she's very much aware of where she accesses her money and her funds from. Pentacles represent money and all that stuff. And you can see she's surrounded by a circle of pentacles that represents that money around her, you know, really surrounded by lots of access to money. But actually, as she's doing that, she's also isolating herself too. She's very much isolating herself because she's afraid of if people connect to the dots, okay? So this is a stop card almost, and she's stopping, almost like she's reducing her opportunity she has in the position that she's in, because she'd rather do that than be at risk of almost being people spotting what she's connected to. So don't know what this is that she's connected to. It may come out in the future, but there's something to do with what she's connected to here, linked to the regime, I probably suspect, and her husband. But there's definitely something going on in that sense, you know. Also, the Bridges card is another one, but upside down. The fact that the Bridges card is often linked to connections, but obviously when it's upside down, it's linked to isolation, to cutting those connections. And also these two lines at the bottom do represent some kind of official document or signing of something. And I'm not quite sure what that is, but there's something there to do with official documentation as well. And Melania. And the doorway to her dreams is a sense of shutting that door. She wants to stay hidden. She wants to stay away. She doesn't want anyone to see anything. Don't look here. Don't look at me. I'll just shut that door for now and stay hidden, you know, very much staying hidden, because she's afraid of if she gets too much in that spotlight, people will connect the dots too much, and then she might get done for something, who knows. But there's definitely this sense of just don't look at me, don't look at me. So listen, everyone, that brings us to the end of the show today. I do hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe below. It really, really does mean so much to me. So listen, I hope you enjoyed the show with lots of love and light from the Oracle of the Light. I will see you all really, really soon. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.